This video is for anyone struggling with their mental health. April will make it 1 year since I started therapy, and I've also been in intensive outpatient, which is essentially like extended hours of group therapy for the past 2.5 months, almost 3 months. And these are the things that just have been supporting me and kind of supporting the therapeutic process that I've been in. Now, the things I'm about to mention are things I'm sure you've probably heard before. And they might even seem fairly easy or simple to the average person, but if you're really struggling with your mental health, they are the hardest things to implement. Consistency is something I really struggle with. So everything I'm about to tell you, there are two things that help me actually implement these things. The first one was self-compassion. Who would have thought being kind to yourself actually helped you maintain your goals? And two was lowering the barrier to entry. You don't have to do these things every day. You don't have to be perfect at doing them, but you do have to try. I think 3 days a week is like a nice sweet spot. It's less than half the week, but it's consistent enough that it can actually develop into a habit. And then also the time frame that you're doing it. If you could do it for 10 minutes, 3 days a week, that is so much progress. So lower the barrier to entry. Now, one of the most helpful things to me when I am completely dysregulated and going through it is nature. Get your ass outside. Nature is abundant. Nature is regenerative. Nature is enduring. And what is beautiful about nature is that we are nature. We do not exist outside of it just because we have these powerful minds. Being indoors, having like a roof and four walls, is quite literally a container. It contains your energy. And if you're having a lot of ruminating thoughts, crazy emotions that feel very bottled up, like you feel overwhelmed, going outside, even if you live in a city where there isn't that much nature, having that expansion allows the energy to flow out of you, allows for you to expand. So go release, go regenerate with some grass and the birds. I promise you, even if it's for a moment, you will feel better. Number two, seeking advice from medical professionals. So going to therapy. If it's hard for you to find a therapist, you can always go on psychologytoday.com and they have a therapist finder. If you have, at least in New Jersey, if you have Medicaid, you do qualify to get therapy, free therapy. That's how I'm doing it. But even if you don't have access to a therapist, finding books, finding people on YouTube, here on TikTok that are professionals that can give you help, give you suggestions, is going to really benefit you. One of the people that I found really helpful, because I have CPTSD, is my crappy childhood fairy. She's on YouTube. She has a lot of great insight because she also has CPTSD, and I don't think she's a therapist, but she's kind of like healed her life and helped to heal a lot of people. And I think she's a great resource, but there are so many people that you can follow to get just help and assistance. And if you do not like the therapist that you chose, don't be afraid to switch to another one. It is not your job to make them feel good or feel comfortable. They're here to help you. And if they're not helping you, you need to move on and find a provider who can. The next thing that helped me is relying on my community. So friends that I know, I'm a lot more willing to call them if I'm going through something. If you're in a place where you don't know a lot of people, because I have been there too, you can go on websites like Eventbrite or Meetup, or literally just Google searching. For me, I looked up Black women and my town, and I found this like free yoga event, and the person that was holding it also has this women's group for Black women called Spirit of Justice, and they meet periodically, either once or twice a month. And that group has been so healing for me, to speak to Black women who are younger than me, Black women who are in their like 40s, 50s, 60s, Black women who never got married, never had kids, women who, people who got divorced, people who are still married. Just hearing all of those perspectives and feeling that love has been so important for me. You can also look up AA groups, mental health groups. Just do a Google search, go to your local library. Your library will often have a lot of resources there with different community groups that you can reach out to and become a part of. And I know sometimes you can feel like you're a burden. I know it can be embarrassing to be stuck and not see real progress in your life, and you don't want to talk about it to the people you know because it's just icky. But I'm telling you, do it. It will help you, I promise. The next thing is movement. Move your body in whatever small way you can, whether it's walking or yoga or going to the gym. If you're someone who deals with like disability, there are a lot of different YouTube channels that you can look up that have like seated workouts or modified workouts, workouts for senior citizens. Any small way that you can move your body is going to support you, because our emotions and our traumas get stuck in our body and we have to move them out. So that was like a really, really, really big one. Me going to the gym always makes me, one, feel better and like more proud of myself, and two, literally makes my physical body feel better and relieve any mental like anxiety, anguish, rumination. And this is the last one because this video is getting very long, but it's nutrition. I know we've got to think about our diet because our diet affects our brain. Now, I'm not telling you to go change your entire diet. I have not changed my entire diet. But what we can do is do small things that can support us. Something as simple as like being on top of drinking your water and taking your vitamins. Literally just that. You can choose to incorporate one vegetable in your day every day. For me personally, what I did was cut out sugar, like artificial sugar. So most of my sugar comes from like fruits and vegetables, and drinking spearmint tea because I had a lot of inflammation in my body, and consistently drinking the spearmint tea really did make a difference in my inflammation, the puffiness. It helps with my periods. So those two small things are the things that I incorporated over the last 3 months that have really supported me, and I'm hoping to kind of incorporate more as I continue my journey. And that concludes my list. I will probably be doing part 2 because there are some other things that I've done to help my mental health. But if you are going through it, or if you relate to any of these things or have done any of these things, please comment below. If you need just someone to talk to, my DMs are open. And keep going, keep trying, keep loving yourself, keep being compassionate with yourself, because we want you here. Have a good day.